What's good, guys? It's Sam here, and I wanted to talk about just social media and the internet in general. But before I do that, make sure you press that red button there to subscribe. With that being said, let's get into the video. When I go home or just when I have conversations with friends and people online, and they tell me how bad the internet is, or social media is the cause of all these things that they believe are negative in society. And it's so like, I mean, to me it's like common sense. And I get that I'm fucking weird and I'm on the fringe on a lot of these things, so I'm a lot deeper into the water than most people. But I just want to give an example, right? If you're watching this video, then you'll probably already have some type of foundational understanding of what I'm about to say. If you believe that, like, you know, Putin or whoever, or just bad behavior according to your standards are the cause of social media, it's democratized the ability for people to have a voice. And that gives us a strange level of diversity that society in America and in the world is just not used to having. There's a tremendous diversity in opinions and viewpoints on life in general, on every single thing, like how I cut my fucking fingernails. There's 18,000 different fucking opinions on the way to do it properly. And that comes with everything in life. With that democratization of that information, people have these strong opinions about it. But look at the fucking alternative, right? 30 years ago, you had some fucking rich white dude who was friends with the media companies, and that's where the opinion came from. That's what shaped the way we thought about things. I don't know. I just am weird, and I think that the diversity of opinion and the internet and social or these platforms or whatever you want to call them, I don't know. I just feel like that's a good thing. Especially when you compare it to, like, the alternative. You want to go back to having fucking 6 white dudes in America control the media and manipulate the way that they think things should be, or their PR themselves in a way that allows them to win, and that's not based upon the market or the meritocracy of what they're actually fucking doing in life. I don't know. That just doesn't seem like a good alternative in the way that I choose to live my life. I mean, for the longest time, I just want there to be meritocracy from the standpoint of people win whether they're good, not because they know somebody. And I completely get, like, having a specific network or knowing people is advantageous, like, clearly. Not just from the standpoint of the network of who they can introduce them to, but, right, like, somebody who's trying to say, just for example, lose weight or something, and they spend a lot of time around me, always being in the gym and focusing on what I'm consuming from a calorie standpoint and a nutritional density standpoint, like, it's probably going to rub off a little bit, because I'm pretty fucking far into the trenches. Like, I'm not necessarily going to get super influenced by the way that they have their diet or lack of exercise or whatever the case is, because I'm so far into my fucking, hole on how I do things. And not saying that I'm not open to that possibility of finding a better or more fulfilling way of doing something at all, by any means. I think that I'm on the opposite end of that. I think I'm wide open to the possibility of finding these alternatives, and that's why I fucking love the internet, because there's so much diversity in opinion on how things are done, and I get to see that, and then I get to fucking choose how I want to fucking live my life. It's just, and it's very entertaining and fucking a little bit, it's like a little bit like medieval, or so like fucking rudimentary. I feel like, and I get it. Like, there's no, like, I don't hate these. Like, I'm not giving anybody a hard time. Like, I'm not trying to, call somebody out for not seeing the world that I see. It's just, if you look at the fucking alternative, like having a bunch of fucking white fucking dudes like controlling how people live their lives, like that just doesn't seem like a good way to run the country here in the United States. Or I'm sure it was very similar in other countries. Like, it just doesn't seem like a good way to come up with the best alternative for society as a whole within a specific country or the world as on a greater level. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be people that try to take advantage of it in a negative manner, or do it to have a economic benefit or to hurt somebody else. Like, of course that's going to happen. But the alternative is just, I mean, it's not even close in the realm of my thinking. Like having fucking 6 white dudes, or the possibility that, and remember, like, yes, people are going to do things to manipulate the system, right? If this is the case and if this is the truth, what happened with, say, Putin and the elections here in America, like, it's not that, like, there's a way of doing things, right? And it comes down to a couple different things. First of all, everybody has access to this, and Trump or Putin have the ability to navigate this more advantageous to reach their goals than somebody else did. And then also, you choose what you read or pay attention to. So if you just now, like literally as soon as you're done watching this video, go to Facebook and Google something that you find fucking interesting on Facebook, right? Like click on the search and then search like pottery or fucking working out or trucks or whatever it is that you fucking find interesting, and then go watch 3 of those videos and click on a couple of those links and like all those posts. And watch what is in your feed tomorrow and the next week. All of that shit. So if you're fucking reading about that kind of stuff, of course it's going to be in your fucking news feed. I mean, like, is it? I don't think I need to say anything else. Like, that's, of course. Like, it's just common fucking sense. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I just want to appreciate you for taking the time to watch to the end. If you're watching the end, if you press that like button, it does help the channel out. It puts this video in front of other people who have a similar profile based on YouTube's algorithm. So I would appreciate that. Also, if you want to follow along with me turning this into what I do full time, I'm putting out content every day. I'm telling you what I'm doing, how I'm marketing it, the results I'm getting. And the one that's kind of most interesting to a lot of people is how much money I'm making and where I'm making that money. So if you want to see how the channel is growing and what I'm doing, check out the series on the channel. Just click on my profile and go check out a playlist on it. Or how I'm monetizing it, just go check out the one on Amazon and you'll get to see. And anytime I do something else to monetize the channel, I will let you know. I want you to know exactly what I'm doing and create this into more of I almost want to say a movement, but I want to turn this into a voice where it's not tied to any geographic location, and that means not just domestically here in the United States, but maybe that means in 6 years getting another citizenship in another country because of the things that are taking place here in America, like, and bring you along with me on that journey of what I am doing, based on the way that I think about things and the way that I choose to live my life, not because I give a shit what fucking you or other people think, but at the same time, I do, like, I care about what you think, but I don't need to let that influence the way I live my life. That's a choice, and I think there's a fine line of a distinction there that is a little bit of a nuance that most people just completely miss, and they actually do give a shit what other people think, in the sense that when somebody says like, you look fucking stupid, Sam, with your hat like that, like they actually like think they should put it down like this because their fucking wife told them that they look stupid like that. I don't care, and at the same time I do. Like, I have empathy. I understand why they might think like that, and that doesn't mean I need to change my life based on the way somebody else thinks, unless I choose to do that and put myself in a situation where I believe living that way, or choosing to accept that in a way that like it is going to influence the way I do things in the future. I think there's a fine line or a distinction there that needs to definitely be made. Anyways, that's a video for another topic. If you like these type of mindset videos, check out the channel. There's lots of fucking videos. I'm putting out new content every single day. Again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If you are in the Northeast in the United States, we just got a fucking awesome storm. So, yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. I like storms. So anyways, be safe, be warm, and be fucking sexy. Peace.